Hello, I'm your host, Denise Smith, and if you have the deep determination to succeed, you will not fail. Continue to watch us. You're watching Dare to Dream today, and I am your host. So what I'd like to talk about today is real estate. I want to talk about real estate in the new administration and how will it affect you. Well, everybody's really concerned about what's going on in the new administration, but what I believe is that you need to buy real estate regardless of who's in office. You need to purchase real estate and get a piece of the rock for yourself. I encourage you to purchase real estate and really find out ways to be able to purchase real estate. There's all types of different ways that you can actually purchase real estate. You can purchase it through as a first-time buyer. You can purchase it as an investor. You can purchase it as a person that is trading down or maybe even trading up. But do not let the administration affect you as to whether or not you should purchase real estate. It's really important that you decide that you will do it and you're not going to let anything affect you negatively. Always think positive about what you're doing and how you're going to do it. The number one reason why you purchase real estate is to secure your financial futures. So in securing your financial future, it's the way that you will have it for your legacy of your family, for your children, for their children. You see, there's people that have never purchased real estate in their life, and therefore their children never purchased real estate, and their children probably will never purchase real estate. So I highly encourage you to find out ways of how to purchase real estate. Whether you go to the city that you live in and contact the city, whether it is the city of San Francisco, whether it's the city of Oakland, whether it's the city of Sacramento, whether it's the city in Redding, wherever you would like to purchase, contact the county and the city and county to find out what programs are there for you to purchase real estate as a first-time buyer. Also, there's also ways to purchase when you do it as an investor. Sometimes there's ways that you could purchase a property and actually fix it up. And the city will assist you by giving you a loan and helping you to fix that property up. They call it rehab development, rehabbing a property. So think about ways to be able to purchase real estate, but do not get caught up in this new administration. You see, in the 4 years that go by very quickly, and if you decide that you're not going to buy real estate, that's your choice. But there are ways that you can. So I highly encourage you to continue to watch the show and find out ways that you can purchase real estate. Real estate is not for everyone, but if you would like to secure your financial future, then you will like to buy real estate. We've had so many different ways. We've had so many different people that have broken up right now because of the fact that they're not able to live with their family members any longer. I find people having to travel very far away just to be able to live in this community. It's really unfortunate when you work one place and you have to travel hours away to get to your job. It could take years off of your car. It could take years off of your life. It could take years off of your situation because of the fact that you're traveling so far. There are properties affordable in your area. You just have to really be proactive and look and seek and find and be persistent. Because once you're persistent, you know you'll be able to determine the location that you would like to buy in. Of course, you would want to choose a reputable real estate agent, one that you could work with, one that you could spend time with, and one that you feel is honest and have been in the business for a little while. You could ask whether or not how long they've been in the business from a real estate agent. You could ask if you're a real estate agent or if you're a real estate broker. And if they're a real estate agent, that means that they have to work under a broker for a number of years. Whether it's 2 years, they have to work under a broker before they could actually become their own broker. Unless, of course, you've had your 4 years history, 4 years of your degree, then you would be able to just go on and receive your and get your broker's license, you could take the test and be able to pass it, and you will be able to be a real estate agent or real estate broker. It's your choice. If you're interested in having a profession in real estate, I would encourage you to call me. I'll be happy to give you classes and tell you classes that you'll have to take. And also, there's several schools that are available that you actually could attend in order to get your real estate license. But today, we're talking about this new administration and how it will affect you in purchasing real estate. The new administration is nothing new. All it is that it's a new person in office. And they also say that sometimes the rates, it can adjust the rates, because anytime the history is shown, anytime there's new administration, the rates can change, and they can change in the upward, higher interest rates. But that doesn't mean that you will be priced out of the market. That just means that you have to be proactive and look to find and seek and be persistent so that you can make sure that you ignite your spirit to decide that you want to buy real estate. And not only that you want to buy it, but you're also going to find someone that's going to partner with you that believes in you just like you believe in them. You believe in the real estate agent believes in you. Then you sit down and you talk about what kind of properties that what kind of property are you interested in? Do you want a 1-bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms? And what location would you be interested in actually purchasing in? It's been very frustrating over the last few years because we had a little lull in 2008, but now we're in 2017, and the market has really changed. It's been very positive in terms of the actual market for actually purchasing real estate. We've found that the real estate industry and the real estate has gone up, so you should be able to still purchase when you're able to. How many people out there that have contacted me and asked whether or not you decide whether or not you want to buy? How many people have decided that real estate might not even be something that they want to do? Why? Because I think that it's like a pie in the sky. I think that people think that they can't do it. Why do they think they can't do it? Well, there's a number of reasons. I believe that so many years ago that we were told as a people, African American people, minority people, we were told that we weren't able to purchase real estate. But I'm here to tell you, as my own person, I've purchased so many pieces of real estate, and if I could do it, you could do it too. So I highly encourage you to investigate areas, locations, and get pre-qualified. Not only do you have to partner with a real estate agent or a real estate broker, but you need to partner up with a person with a bank, a financial person. If you ever call me and you're interested in purchasing, I get calls from all over. I've gotten calls from New Jersey, Chicago. I've gotten calls from all over the area, all over the states. And they've told me that they're really interested in purchasing, but they really don't know what to do. They don't know. They said that they were told that they're to rent, not own. Don't believe that myth. Do not believe that myth. You can purchase real estate, and all you have to do is partner up with a real estate agent or a real estate broker. We've had so many people that I've helped, hundreds and hundreds of people that have purchased real estate. So I know that if it could be done with others, you can do it as well. There's so many people that I know that have purchased real estate, but also you got to make sure and purchase within your means. What does that mean? Purchase within your means. You don't want to buy and keep up with the Joneses and buy the most expensive house. You want to buy a house in the best location, the lowest house in the best location. That's really the rule. And of course, location, location, location. It's very important that you pick a decent location, a good location. What does that mean, a good location? A good location can mean that a location that has active people that are moving in and out of your neighborhood. We like people that have been there a long time because that shows stability in your neighborhood. But if they're moving, a lot of people right now are moving in and out. Why? because they're changing jobs. A lot of people in the down in '08, a lot of people lost jobs. A lot of people lost jobs, and a lot of people weren't able to live in the Bay Area any longer. So what did they do? They moved further out, further and further out. What happens when you move further and further out? It's difficult for you to move back in when it's time to find another property. So I don't always recommend to purchase further out. I would actually recommend that if you choose a house, to choose the smallest house initially. You see, you don't want the largest house, because if you buy the largest house, that means that you bought in the highest property values. You want to buy a house, and you might want to even sacrifice. Talk to your significant other, talk to your children, talk to your family, but really find out what is it that you're willing to sacrifice on. You might be able to sacrifice on your square footage. You might be able to sacrifice on the amount of bedrooms that you have, but you're going to need to sacrifice on something. Now, and the reason is because in order for you to move closer to where the jobs are, usually if there's a lot of jobs in the area, that means that that's the area you want to buy in. Stay close to a vibrant area. You do not want to move in an area, unless of course you're retiring. Some people want to retire to a quiet location, and they don't want the hustle and bustle. They don't want the noise of the sirens and the noises of the ambulance and police and all that. They don't want the hustle and bustle. They want to live far away in a quiet location. If that is you, then that's a retirement place. That's something that you could choose for yourself. But know that you will have an opportunity to purchase. It's very important that you get pre-qualified. What does pre-qualification mean? Pre-qualification means that once you're able to purchase a house, you have a letter from the bank that says that you are pre-qualified for this dollar amount. It's almost like a blank check. It's a blank check that says that when you're ready, that you're able to actually purchase real estate for a certain dollar amount. It's really important, because you can go out and look at property, and once you're looking at property, you may be looking at something you can't afford. You might even be looking at something that's too high, too expensive, and then you fall in love with it, and then you then go to the bank and say, I want to buy this house. And the bank says, no, you're not able to qualify for that house. So what does that do to you other than crush your spirits? And then you say, see, I can't buy a house. How many people have told me that over the years? I just had somebody tell me today, I can't buy a house. I just can't. But you know what? The economy tells you that sometimes. But and also, what you're actually able to afford, you may not want to sacrifice that much. If you truly want to buy a house, then you really have to do your homework. And sometimes it doesn't happen overnight. It may take you 6 months, it might take a year. I've had clients I've worked with 5 years, and they finally found a house that they could afford, a house that they liked, a house that fit their needs. Don't ever give up. You see, because even though this new administration, to some, not all, might be a little sad, it's still an opportunity for you to invest in real estate. So investing in real estate is something that's a choice in life, but really, you really have to do your homework. And you really have to work with someone that you enjoy working with. You have to work with someone that you trust. And you have to work with someone that's not only proactive for you, but also encourages you to be able to tell you what to do. New agents are okay. It's no problem for a new agent. But the thing is that new agents sometimes may not know how to get you in that house. So sometimes you might want to work with them and their broker. If you don't feel confident because they are a new agent, then ask them, could they work with both the agent as well as the broker? You see, the broker supervises them and makes sure that they're doing a good job for you. So you could always say that I would like to work with your broker as well, if you want to work with that individual. I've had so many people that have purchased real estate over the years that have had great things happen where they were able to buy their second and third and fourth home. That's a blessing. Why is that a blessing? Because that is securing their financial future for themselves and for their children and for their children. Now you know that back in the day, our ancestors maybe never had an opportunity to purchase, just like they maybe never had an opportunity to obtain their education. So this is your time right now to shine. This is your time to be able to say, it doesn't matter who's in office. I am going to purchase real estate. You see yourself in that house. You see yourself writing that offer. You see yourself going in the backyard and playing with little children in the backyard. You actually can envision yourself living in a home that you're happy and satisfied in. You see, there's some people that it might even be a bank that might tell you you're not qualified to purchase real estate. The bank might even tell you that you need to wait. You need to wait. You can't buy right now. Wait a couple years. But you see, I've had banks tell my clients that. But guess what? We just go to another bank and another bank and another bank. You see, there's more than one bank out there. So if one bank gives you a denial and one bank tells you no, then that's okay. You see, because that's based on their guidelines, based on their restrictions and who they are working with. There's banks that actually will work with you under a federal housing administration. Right now, FHA is still available. VA loans are still available. Conventional loans are still available. We do not know how long they will be available because we don't know with the new administration what's going to happen. But what I do know, it's not going to happen overnight. It will take a little while for you to be able to purchase real estate. It's going to take a little while. You know, so don't be discouraged by who's in office, and don't be discouraged that if someone tells you no, you cannot purchase real estate. What you do is you say to them, thank you very much. And then you work with your agent to find you another bank, find you another lender. There's lots of lenders out there right now, and they want to work with you. And some of them, you know, based on their guidelines, each one has different restrictions. They sell to this organization called Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. And Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac have this, they're the secondary lenders. They're secondary lenders that actually buy the loans from the banks when they loan the money. Therefore, they have to actually follow their guidelines. But not all banks work with that actually work with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. So you want to work with a bank that actually maybe has private loans, where they don't go by all the lenders and all the information and all the restrictions that you might find with one bank. That's why just because one bank denies you doesn't mean that you just crawl up and you go to bed and you take the pillow and you go to sleep. No, what that means is you become even more persistent, even more determined, even more that you say, I don't care what anyone says. I will buy real estate. I will buy real estate. And I'm happy if you give me a call. I'll be happy to give you any information to be able to tell you just how to do it. I'll tell you, if I can do it, you can do it. If all my clients, hundreds and hundreds of clients, were able to purchase real estate, I don't think this administration is going to stop you. The only one that's going to stop you is you. Don't deny your own transaction. You might have had some credit challenges in the past. And if you've had some credit challenges in the past, then all you have to do is pull up your credit report, contact the credit reporting agencies. There's several. We have Experience and we have CBI. Actually, CBI was purchased by, but Experience is one. And definitely, and contact them. Get a copy of your credit report. Find out what is actually on your credit report. You see, you want to know what's on your credit report before you submit to a bank. Why? Why do you want to know before you submit to a bank? Because you want to know if there's anything you need to clean up. You see, if there's any credit challenges on there, they report you based on 30-day late, 60-day late, 90-day delinquent, or charge off, or a delinquency that was never paid, a repossession. Any of those items, if they're on your credit report, you immediately look at that credit report and start writing letters to the companies that reported you negative, and see what you can do to ask them to please remove it. Maybe you can work out and negotiate with them to pay them something each month, or maybe you can negotiate where you can pay them off, and they might give you a lower amount to pay it off. You see, because once it's on your credit report as paid, it's always better for you. An open judgment, an open charge-off is not good, but a paid charge-off, a paid repossession, anything that shows paid, you're much better off than if it shows open. If you have a 30-day delinquency or a 60-day delinquency or a 90-day delinquency, you want to actually look at the dates that actually show up when that delinquency occurred. Why do you have to do that? Because it's important that once you determine when that delinquency occurred, you can actually correct it. How do you correct it? You correct it by actually, if it's a 30-day delinquency, you're going to write a letter and you're going to find out exactly what happened to you around those dates. Usually you pay your bills on time. So if there's any delinquencies that are showing up, look at the dates so that you can determine when did that actually take place. Did it take place around a time that maybe you lost your job? Did it take place when you had a major death in your family? Or maybe you had a car accident? Maybe something happened to you in your life that caused that delinquency. Maybe it was, you have to write a letter. It's important that you write a letter of explanation, and you start writing it now, because you see, that way you will refresh your memory each time you write a letter, and you could send that letter of explanation to the credit reporting agency, and that credit reporting agency will put it on your credit report so that anyone that pulls up your credit will make sure that they understand what happened around that time in your life. There's so many people, again, that has purchased real estate, and I am an advocate for people that are wanting to purchase real estate. Why am I an advocate? Because there's too many people that have told us no, we can't purchase real estate. Too many people that have told you no, you can't buy a car, no, you can't get a job, no, you're not good enough, no, you're not educated enough. Well, guess what? We don't listen to the no's. We listen to the yes. I tell you, my grandmother used to tell me, you tell me yes. Don't say you can't do something. Give me a reason of how you can do it. And she was very adamant when she said that. I'm a positive thinker for that reason. I don't want to say I can't do it. I want to say I can do it, and I'll figure out. If I do not have the information, I will figure out how to get that information so that I can move forward past that no. They say that you'll get 100 no's before you get that one yes. So if you get denied from the bank several times, that's just another no. But do not be discouraged. Do not be discouraged. Do not be discouraged. Because you see, the world is going to tell you no, because that's just the way of the world. And as long as you listen to the no people, then you do not want to surround yourself with the no people. You want to surround yourself with the yes people. You want to surround yourself with positive people that want to do positive things in their life. And you don't want to tell people about your dreams, because sometimes not everybody's going to be supportive of your dreams. Not everybody's going to say, yes, you could buy a house. They're going to say, what are you going to do that for? You're old. You can't, why are you waiting till you're old to buy a house? I think that's foolish thinking, and I don't even listen to that type of thinking. It's important that you surround yourself with positive people that will figure out a way for you to buy. Now, if you can't buy by yourself, find a friend, find a loved one, find someone else that you could partner with so you could purchase real estate. You see, you don't have to do it by yourself. If you decide that you cannot do it by yourself, find who you can purchase with. There's so many different ways that you can purchase real estate. They have 3% down, they have 5% down. And what does that mean when I say 3% down, 5% down? That means that 3% is on a $100,000 sale price. 3% is 3% times the sale price, or multiplied by the sale price. That would actually represent $3,000 down. They still have ways to purchase real estate with 3% down and 5% down. So if I haven't given you enough ways to be able to purchase real estate, then give me a call and I will help you to make it happen for you. Let me tell you, there's so many people that will tell you no, that you can't do it, but please, let it be just that one bank that tells you no. Or maybe you might even get 2 or 3 banks that tell you no. But do not give up. Do not give up. You see, because there's all kinds of ways that you can purchase real estate, and if you just stay persistent and consistent and determined, you will not ever, it will not ever stop you. And you know, even with your job, you can get a second job. If you don't make enough money and you work your full-time job, you get a second job. There's always ways that you can purchase real estate. So don't give up and let someone else tell you no. Not even a bank, not even your family member, not even your best friend that you love. You see, because those people might steer you wrong. Those people just might steer you wrong. So don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. If your real estate agent tells you no, don't listen to them. Find another real estate agent. Find a real estate agent that believes in you. Find a real estate agent and also a financial bank that believes in you. And it's not even believing in you so much to say that, no, you can't buy real estate. There's so many ways. Please stay encouraged, because real estate is the one way to secure your financial future. I love real estate. I've been in the business since I was 14 years old. I wrote a book. It's called From Rags to Real Estate. And because I've been in the business for so long, I had to write a book about my life. You see, because I'm from Hunters Point Bayview in San Francisco. And I feel like coming from Hunters Point Bayview, if anyone knows that location, it's an area that you either can be of the people, or you could thrive and go and be your own person. You see, I'm thankful because I had a great grandmother that never let me play outside. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that I had a grandmother that said, yes, you can, and never would let me say, I can't do it. Never would let me say, no, it's not possible. She told me, everything is possible. Everything is possible if you have the faith in yourself. And if you've got to have faith in yourself, you see? Because if you don't have faith in yourself, guess what? Nobody will have faith in you. Real estate with this new administration is just that. It's a new administration. Don't let it stop you from purchasing real estate. Don't let it stop you from securing your financial future. I know you're able to do it. If I'm able to do it, you're able to do it. And I know that so many people want to purchase real estate. If you're thinking of going even in the business, if you're thinking of getting your real estate license, give me a call. I'll be happy to talk to you and give you ideas of what to do. But today, do not be discouraged with the new administration. You know why? Because the new administration is going to come and go, and you are going to be able to purchase real estate. I'm going to leave you with this. If you have the deep determination to succeed, you will not fail. So continue to dare to dream with your host, Denise Smith.